Hey there everyone, this is another Kings Road video here, and if you've been playing on Facebook, you know that you've got problems. So people have asked me to make a video about this. I've already posted on the Kings Road Guides Facebook page, as well as the main Kings Road app Facebook page. But I want to clarify a bit better because some people were asking for video to show this. So the idea is you've got to create a new account that is under Rumble and then transfer your Facebook account over to that, which you do by contacting support. So I'm going to take you through the steps of how to do this. So we're going to be using just BlueStacks here, which is kind of what I've been using as an emulator. You can do this on your phone as well. So first off, if you go to load into the game and it's just going to try and load into your account immediately, it's not giving you that login screen where you can create a new account. What you'll have to do is go to the settings, and I believe on BlueStacks it's under like user data, and you can like free up space here. If you're on your phone, you'll have to basically clear data and cache on the app. Do that in your settings first, and that will then mean that it doesn't have your account saved on the app. So when you go in, it will give you the login screen where you can then select to create a new account. Now while I'm here also, I don't know if this is absolutely necessary, it probably is not at all, but when you contact support, you tell them what device you're playing on, and technically an emulator is running a certain phone. So I have mine running OnePlus 5, and I looked up the specification as well, which we'll get to later on. But yeah, basically you might need to say that in the support request. I highly doubt it though. So let's go and load into Kings Road. Now I created an email just specifically for this. I'm going to have to create a new Kings Road account just for this video. So I'll be doing that as we go through. So we've got to wait for it to load first off, but it's this first screen. You just basically then select to create a new account from there. And hopefully, because I'm recording, it won't slow it down too much. We'll see. BlueStacks is not the fastest emulator out there. In fact, I haven't yet made a video, but I plan to make a video which is kind of a rehashed look at using emulators for Kings Road, because the last one I made a big mistake. I recommended Nox Player and I hadn't actually tested Nox Player chat properly, and turns out you can't chat when you're playing a Nox Player. Anyway, so we get to this screen. And now what you want to do is you want to select Rumble. They're probably going to remove this Facebook button here, but you need to select Rumble. And then normally I would go and log in and stuff, but here we need to register and create an account. So I now need to remind myself, what was the email address that I made? It is Kings Road Testing for Video. Okay, let's try that then. Okay, and then you just, make a password. So this is creating a new account. You can make it what you want it to be. I am making a video. There we go, let's do that. Did I do a capital letter the first time? I'm not sure. I will just add it now. Okay, so then I don't want to be contacted for exclusive updates. So now you go to create a new account, and that will load you in, and it will be a brand new account. So this is just the account that you're creating to then transfer everything to. So when this is loaded in, you'll be in the tutorial, and you just have to kind of, click away this stuff. Now, unfortunately, you can't. I don't think you can look at your name yet. No, you can't. Okay, so you've got to run through the tutorial, which will just take a second. It's just, killing a couple of things. We are a nondescript knight right now. Oh, and actually... Oh, wait, no. It's not auto-attack as in auto-play. It's just auto-attack as in you click and then it keeps attacking. Alright. Nearly there. Just the... Is there a boss? I can't even remember if there's a boss type enemy in this. It's kind of funny to think how... Oh, there is a boss type enemy. It's kind of funny to think how a lot of people out there right now are having to play this tutorial again. So, once we've done that, we should go to town and be able to check the player name. And that's what you need from this. Yeah, okay, so... you get the skin here. That Iron Hunter skin used to be like a really rare, prestigious thing. They give it to all players right at the beginning. Okay, so when it lets me click on something, which it isn't quite yet. Let's just select wizard. At some point, it will let me click click what I want to click. I think it's at this point here. Let's get rid of that, and then it like wants me to go to a map. Yeah, okay. So at this point here, you can finally click Edit Info, and here is where you get your screen name. So, recommendation for this is you can take a screenshot of this screen. Reason being is it can be difficult to identify whether or not it's like ones or I's, and you know there's certain characters, plus also there's like 2 underscores here at the beginning, not just one. As you can see here, like, you know, there are 2. So just to make sure you don't get this wrong when you contact support, you can take a screenshot and send that to them instead as like an attached file. Otherwise, copy this. You know, I'm in BlueStacks right now, so I can copy, and then, you know, you're all good. So that's what you need from this account. And this account is the one you'll be loading into, but it will have your data on it. So then what you do is you go to this URL here. It's support.rumblegames.com/hc/en-us/requests/new. So I will link that in the description of this video, as well as like a little written description of what you're doing. And so at this URL, then what you want to do is you want to click sign in here, which will pop up with a thing. And because you're all on Facebook, I would say sign in with Facebook. This probably helps them identify your account. I'm not entirely sure, but basically, yeah, sign in with Facebook, click that button there, and then submit a request, which you may need to click the submit a request button up there to get back to this screen. And then you want to put in your email address, the subject. I'd recommend something like Facebook account transfer, and then write something along the lines of this, which is like, Dear Rumble support, I've played on Kings Road for a long time and would like my account transferred to a Rumble account. Did I miss out the bit saying Kings Road on Facebook for a long time? Maybe I did. So I've created a new account with the player name, and then this is where you enter the player name that, you know, I have it copied. So I'm just going to paste. There we go. So that's the player name. I said my normal account is name Kings Road, KillerDog218. And then I would put in like a couple of random bits of information about your account to kind of show that it is your account. I don't know exactly what they're looking for, but if you can remember how many gems you've got, that's something which only you can see and not other people can see. So it kind of shows, oh yeah, this is my account. So any kind of random bits of information that you can remember about your account, I would put in a few little bits so that they're able to easily identify and they know you're not trying to like steal someone else's account. So yeah, put in a bit of information about that, and then I said, if you need any more information from me about what my account is, then just ask and I'll give it. And then I said, thanks for your time, Chris. And so just a little message like that should be enough as you do this report request. And then you've got to fill in like your name, your screen name, which here use your normal one, I would, rather than, you know, the new one. And then you've got to say it's for Kings Road. And then I've said the device is Android, and this is where I put the OnePlus 5, and I put on the version of OS that is on a OnePlus 5, which I had to go look that up in this. It was like, you know, the operating system. So yeah, that is it. And if you want to add the file of like the screenshot that you took, you know, you had to take that as a screenshot, then save it as like a file. You can do that by like, if you open up Paint, then you can paste the screenshot you've made and then save it as an image. And so then you can add it here as a file. If you submit that, it will take, you know, a couple of days. If you do it the weekend, it won't really be addressed until after the weekend. I know that a few people they had it within like 24 hours really. And then what happens is they'll basically close this request if they've, you know, transferred your account, and there'll be a little message on it saying that your account's been transferred. And then when you log in to Kings Road from a phone or from your emulator and you log into the account, it should, rather than being this brand new account, be your original account. So I hope that's clear enough about how to do this, the steps to go through. Like I said, this link, the link to this will be in the description. I believe this support works all around the world. It was originally the US and European support, but you know, they may be making an exception right now if you're playing on Facebook to get your account transferred. So that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in that Emulator video at some point when I get around to making that. See ya.